let's start with this chapter, structure of atom. Okay, you people were told about the atom and their subatomic particle, electron, proton and neutron. Today we will study the discovery of each particle, each subatomic particle, electron, proton and neutron. Let's start with the discovery of an electron. Discharge tube experiment. In 1879, William Crookes studied the conduction of electricity through gases at low pressure. Okay, actually he performed a discharge tube experiment. Okay, in this experiment he filled the inert gas at very low pressure. Okay, and it is sealed with the both ends and fitted with two metal electrodes which is connected with the negative terminal and positive terminal of the battery, or you can say current. Now here the high voltage will be applied in the discharge tube, and this tube was about 60 centimeter in length, not 60 meter, it is 60 centimeter in length. Okay, now in this experiment he observed that when he applied the high voltage at very low pressure, okay, current start flowing through a stream of particles moving in the tube from negative electrode to the positive electrode. Negative electrode is cathode and positive electrode is anode. Okay, now these were called cathode rays. The rays which were emitting from cathode terminal towards the anode are known as cathode rays. We can see the properties of cathode rays. The cathode rays travel in a straight line, ये हमेशा सीधी लाइन में चलते हैं. And the next thing is cathode rays start from cathode and move towards the anode because they are starting from the negative terminal. They are initiating or originating from the negative terminal. And the next third point is these rays themselves are not visible, but they can be observed with the help of certain kind of material like fluorescent material. They produce fluorescence when they strike on the fluorescent material. Understand? Okay, and cathode rays consist of negatively charged particle. Okay, and if we place these cathode rays in the magnetic field or electrical field, they move towards the positive plate. Okay, if we apply, simply we can say that let me see. Okay, this is the consider that this is the electrical field. Okay, here it is the positive terminal and this is the positive plate and this is the negative plate, and when we pass the cathode rays through it, it will be deflected towards the positive terminal. This is the property, it was seen. Understand? Now why they are deflecting towards the positive plate? Because they are made up of negatively charged particle. Later it was known as electron. Now the next property is the characteristics of cathode rays do not depend upon the material of electrode from which they are producing. Okay, now and the nature of gas present in the cathode ray tube, in this tube, this doesn't depend. Okay, now later Mr. J.J. Thomson described this. That he experimentally determined that cathode rays are made up of negatively charged particle, which was later known as electron. Okay, which is negatively charged particle. Now he observed that why they are deflecting, why the rays are deflecting when we are putting them into the electrical field. He observed some points. Okay, now let's discuss these points. Okay, now experimentally he determined charge to mass ratio, that is E by M. Understand? Okay, ratio for electrons. For this he subjected the beam of electron released in the discharge tube as cathode rays to influence the electrical and magnetic field. Okay, these were acting perpendicular to one another as well as to path followed by the electrons. Okay, according to Thomson, that amount of deviation of the particles from their path in presence of electrical and magnetic field depends upon following factors. These are factors. If the magnitude of the charge on the particle, then greater interaction with the magnetic field, thus greater is the deflection. For example, अगर हम कहें किसी चार्ज पे किसी चार्ज का मैग्नीट्यूड ज़्यादा है तो इट विल बी इंटरेक्टेड टूवर्ड्स द मैग्नेटिक फील्ड. ओके, इट विल बी move towards the magnetic field and greater will be the deflection. Now the mass of the particle, if the particle is lighter, then more deflection will be observed. Okay, and now deflection of electron from their original path increases with increase in voltage across the electrodes. If we apply more voltage, then more deflection will be observed. By this, carrying out accurate measurement on the amount of deflection observed by the electron on the electric field's strength or magnetic field strength, Thomson was able to determine the value, that is E by me. Okay, where me is the mass of electron in kg and E is the magnitude of the charge on the electron in coulomb, and it was 1.758820 into 10 to the power 11 coulomb per kg. Okay, and charge on the electron was experimentally calculated by the R.A. Millikan experiment. Okay, so charge on the electron is minus 1.6022 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Mass of electron, that is me, it will be E by me. So the charge is 1.6022 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb, and the E by me value is given here 1.758820 into 10 to the power 11 coulomb per kg. Now finally the mass of electron is 9.1094 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg. Okay, understand? Now the discovery of proton, anode rays. The discovery of proton was initiated after the discovery of anode rays. उसके बाद ही एनोड रेज के डिस्कवर होने के बाद ही ये पता चला दैट these rays are made up of some positively charged particle. In 1886, Mr. Goldstein modified the discharge tube which was used by Mr. William Crook. He modified the discharge tube by using a perforated cathode rays. Okay, he used a perforated cathode on reducing the pressure. On reducing the pressure, he observed a new type of luminous rays are passing through the holes or perforation of the cathode. That means some rays are emitting from the anode terminal towards, they are moving towards the or migrating towards the cathode terminal and moving in the direction of opposite to the cathode rays because they are positively charged. That's why they are moving now. Anode rays are not emitted from the anode, from a space between anode and cathode. Understand? These rays were named as positive rays or known as anode rays or known as canal rays because they are passing through the canals. The perforated cathode was used. That's why they are passing through the canals, small canals. Okay. Now, what is the characteristics of these anode rays, these positive rays? The value of positive charge on the particle constituting anode rays depends upon the nature of the gas in the discharge tube. Okay, जो वैल्यू है पॉजिटिव चार्ज की ऑन द पार्टिकल्स जो एनोड रे को बना रहे हैं वो डिपेंड करेगी किस पे? नेचर ऑफ द गैस इन द डिस्चार्ज ट्यूब. द चार्ज टू मास रेशियो ऑफ द पार्टिकल इज फाउंड टू डिपेंड ऑन द गैस फ्रॉम विच दीज ओरिजिनेटेड, मतलब जिससे वो ओरिजिनेट हो रहे हैं. Some of the positively charged particle carry a multiple of the fundamental unit of electrical charge. Okay, and the next thing is we can see that the behavior of these particles in the magnetic field, like the cathode rays, they were moving towards the positive plate and they will move towards the negative plate. Okay, because they are positively charged, they will move towards the negative. Unlike charge attract each other. Okay, and here these anode rays, later it was found that these anode rays are made up of positively charged particle which is known as proton. The smallest and lightest positive ion was obtained from hydrogen. Okay, the smallest and lightest positive ion, okay, it was obtained from hydrogen and it is known as proton. Mass of proton is 1.676 into 10 to the power minus 27 kg and charge on proton is positive charge 1.602. इलेक्ट्रॉन पे क्या था? नेगेटिव चार्ज था. इस पर क्या है? पॉजिटिव चार्ज है 1.602 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Here the neutron, it was discovered by Mr. Chadwick. Okay, he bombarded the thin sheet. By the bombardment of thin sheet of beryllium with fast moving particles, he observed that highly penetrating rays consist of neutral particle which were named as neutron. Okay, it has no charge, okay.